Well, it looks like we are live. I believe we have audio, we have video. I hope everybody's doing good. Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening for a lot of us, or maybe Thursday morning for some, but nonetheless, we're over the hump. Second half of the week coming up. Got some great comments coming in. Sean, we got to get to this one. But y'all, Jerry, Thorsten, it's a pleasure. As always, it's great to see so many familiar names pop up, but also some new folks. We've got some new folks from last week that I want to say hello to. But Debison, hey, right back to you. Adam, New Braunfels, Texas. That is a beautiful place. Good food, great Oktoberfest. I was just in Houston this weekend. We'll talk about that. Jerry King still waiting on 2 packages from Weaver. I'm sure they'll get there pretty fast, Jerry. I'm hoping so. There's nothing worse than waiting on something to get to you, especially leather or hardware. Got a project on the table. I need 2 more rivets. I need Chicago screws. I need something that's I don't have. Oh, again, on the floor, looking under the table, looking for 1 rivet cap, 1 Chicago screw. Yeah, I've never done that. Yeah, you're right. Today. Anyway, I hope that gets there pretty soon, Jerry. Let's see, Bridget, back with us. I hope you're doing well, Bridget. Thanks for being here, everybody. It's an absolute pleasure. Look forward to this all week. I'm going to do my best to try to keep up with our comments a little better this week. I've said that so many times, it ain't going to happen. Why even go to the trouble? But y'all all over the world. We've got friends and almost what feels like family all over the world, and it's a pleasure to spend some time with y'all. Sapphire, Hungry is in the house. I hope you're doing well. Let's see, Sean. Okay, yeah, I mentioned this a while ago, Sean. Hello from Detroit for what is hopefully the last time. We've been in the process of relocating from the city to an 11-acre homestead just on the edge of nowhere in southern Michigan. Sean, first off, I hope it goes well. Moving is a nightmare. And we've got a comment here in just a minute. Yeah, it's not so much the physical part. What a headache. Just upset your whole thing. It's once you get moved, it's all the address changes and all the paperwork. And man, that's almost worse than the move itself. At least with the move, you know where you are. You know what's there and what isn't. So, Sean, when you get in and get settled, I'll be looking for an invite. All right. So, yeah. So get it. But good luck with the move nonetheless. Let's see. Sapphire working, trying to figure out how to transfer photos and printer image onto leather. That's kind of cool. Keep us up to date on that. Keep us up to date there. Lane, happy Wednesday from London. Hope you're good too. Night for today. Yeah, Sean, good luck. Good luck on that one. Sheriff at 2010. You honor me. Very much so. Bless your heart. Thank you. I hope this is great for everybody. Got all kinds of stuff to talk about this week. Got a question or two from some folks from last week. Rare Breed. Ask about a book that I talked about some time back. I've got it. I think it's way out of print, but we'll get around to that. So yeah, got some good stuff to talk about. Actually, might be a little too much. We'll see. I got a lot of questions and comments from last week. We'll kind of maybe break that up. Let's see. Okay, Adam, first time on the watch straps. So fingers crossed. Every project is a fingers crossed. And that just, there's always that one step doing the, we'll have it up, but the barber strap. And of course, I go ahead to dye, I hope this goes well. And then the top coat, I hope this goes well. And oh man, they're all, but they do. They typically do. They typically do. Let's go with that. So, but yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you, Adam. Let's see, night for today, traveling a lot, next 5 weeks or so. That's tough. That gets you out of your, I went to Houston this weekend and set up some arbor. We'll come back. I got dates and everything you need on that one. Whirlwind, and bless their heart, Houston has got some rain. Southwest Louisiana, there are boats on trailers in water. Water everywhere. Y'all saying a prayer for you on that one. That I think that's going to subside. I hope so. But anyway, you ever leave your workstation or your laptop on purpose? Leave the laptop at work on purpose. Need to walk away from it for a minute. The problem is when you come back, right? You got all these emails. Oh man, it took me a whole day to get back. Part of the problem, I don't have a good craft fail. this week. Help me out. If anybody's got a good craft fail, please let me know. Sometimes Saturday night, something bit or stung my finger in the room, hotel room. Not their fault. I could have brought none. I'm not really allergic to anything, and for folks of us that are, I feel for you on that. My thumb blew up, my first finger. I couldn't use a pen, a button, nothing. It's just now starting to subside. Something nasty got me. So I can't even hardly write. Like today, I'm just being able to start to use a pen again. Whatever got me was a little nasty. Yeah, don't know what it was. I grew up in Houston, so I don't know if, being away. Anyway, so I don't have a good craft fail. The point there is, I haven't worked on much. In fact, the barber strap, like 2 scenes from finishing that, and the hand sewing is the next scene. Ain't gonna happen. And I'm hoping by tomorrow this is gone enough to where I can actually hand sew, because kind of important on that project. Anyway, let's see. Tony Holiday, evening off from England. Yeah, I know I need to slow down. Actually, right here, slow down and relax. Yeah, no, not just because I'm ordering myself not to. I'm not going to. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, thought for the day. Let's knock this out. Some days you're the pigeon. Some days you're the statue. It is, right? It is what it is. Okay, so let's see. All right, anyway, back to Tony. Going to have Chuck on in the background while I work on the Manta bag. Tony, I'm dying. I'm a million questions on this. Tony's making a manta ray shaped bag for his daughter, I believe. I've got that over here on the fan page comments. Been almost a week since I had time to work on it. Really want to make some progress. Yeah, this working for a living thing really cuts into my day, right? It cuts into everything I'm working on. Tony, keep us up to date on that one. Also, one reason the thumb and Mondays, I got a little behind on the fan page because Houston was such a whirlwind. I'm catching up on that, but some beautiful work there. Y'all, please keep putting up the gorgeous projects. That is, anyway, okay, so we'll get to that. I know I keep thinking back on all the things that are on there. Let's see. Yeah, copper rivets are good. Very good strength. Very good strength. Chicago screws, and we'll talk about that because we'll come around to this because we're going to talk about a closure. The locks, fasteners today. Love these. But there's a reason we're going to talk about that today. Let's see. Sherpert, the Pendleton Oregon Leather Show is in November. I'm pretty sure we'll be there. I'm pretty sure. I haven't gotten word on that yet. We're going to be at the Waco show, and I've got all the information on that. In fact, let me jump over and check my emails. I don't have an email back yet because I'm asking if the group discount at the hotel is for vendors and attending or anybody that's coming to the show. And I think it is, but I'll have a better answer on that shortly. So most likely you can get a discount at the hotel if you come to the show. So Pendleton, I should know that shortly. And when I do, I'll have all the facts on that. Let's see. Yeah, night for today. Chicago screws hold up my goat. That's excellent. Yeah, that's some good strength there. I just jumped too far ahead. Let me back up here. Y'all, thank you for all the comments. I was blown away by the amount of comments from last week. I think it took me almost like an hour and a half to go through these. And in all honesty, I've got like 2 pages from last week, and I'll push through these pretty quickly. I hope that doesn't drag out. I hope that's not tedious because y'all have kind of seen them. Y'all saw them from last week, and I've kind of skipped over them. But Josiah, we need to help Josiah. He asked a question a number of times. I think I touched on it, but I was probably a little confused. So we might need a little help, but I did see some folks helping out there, y'all. Thank you for that. But Josiah, sorry about that. We'll see if we can get you a good answer this week. David Lemmer from Richmond. Nice to have you, David. Carolyn Hayes. I'm new to leatherworking. Carolyn, I hope you're having a good time with it. You just walked into a bunch of happy, friendly people. And I'm not kidding. Every one of us will help you any way we can. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Drop a question up here and see how many great answers you get back. But people happy to help. Okay, back to where I was. I need help. And probably more of a professional level, right? Yeah. Okay. So Douglas Shaw, Ocala, Florida. Nice warm, 90 degree, fantastic weather. Good to be in the AC working on leather. You're exactly right. Yeah. I remember that in Houston. Always going into the cold, cold houses or stores or restaurants. So hot outside. You feel like you're going to burst into flames. Then you hit that good cold AC. Small details that you remember. Houston, I grew up there and it was disorienting. It was literally disorienting. I mean, it says turn right on 2 roads I've been on thousands of times. No idea where I am. No idea. No idea. It's changed so much. It's disorienting. Literally, it was kind of weird. Kind of sad a little bit, but it is what it is. I guess, it's kind of arrogant to think, well, when I leave, nothing should change until I come back, right? Okay, Chuck, we're waiting. Anyway, okay. Oh man, Sherpa 2010. I'm putting gussets into the hated category with skiving. Oh, Shepard, if I can help, please let us know what the problem is. Maybe we can help. There's a couple of tricks to them. Overcutting is one. If I'm going to do a round bag, I'll just overcut an extra inch. I'm counting our holes. That's a great way to go. See if any, toss that out there, what you're having trouble with. Let's see if we can help. Let's see, Mr. Pilot 737. Very nice. Hello from Australia. Hello, right back to big friendly Australia. Stanley Waldo. Right here in Georgia, Stanley. Glad you're with us today. Ready to start shooting? Hey, right back. Yeah, Moby Brickflix. We'll get back to you on the Pendleton show. I've not been to that one. That would be my first time to that also. But I haven't been to the Waco show either. They're trying to get me to more shows, specifically for this, because I'm kind of want to get more out there and say hello to folks. It's kind of put a damper on this, over the last year. So that's why a lot of this is kind of faded out. But I'll be getting back out there and I'll let everybody know where I'll be and when, because I'd love to say hello and sit and talk for a minute. I'd love to do that. That's my favorite part of the job, is talking to folks, and seeing your projects and your pride in the projects and the creative aspects that I never thought of, or most of us never thought of. We're dropping in stuff that, oh man, the creativity here, unlimited and beautiful. Absolutely. Eric God Backlid. Hello from Eric in Norway. Eric, I've actually got a hello. You know what? Let's jump over to that. Okay, Michael Petrie, good afternoon from France, and good afternoon right back. I'm honored. I hope you're with us this week. Brian Walt, hello from Nuevo, California, the other side of the country. Let's see. Zero Limits, making a leather tool roll, following a video you uploaded. You got to let us know how that comes out. Put a pic of that on the fan page. Those are a fun project. They really are. Not terribly difficult, but so easy to customize to exactly what we want and where we want it. And it's kind of cool when you go somewhere, lay your tool roll out. It's a little impressive. Really makes you look like you know what you're doing. Let's see. Always Bolt the Bird. Working on finishing stitching a leather backpack. Oh, that's a lot of sewing. Again, let us know how that comes out. That's a lot of sewing, but so worth it. And it's a big point. When we sew something, it might take 4 hours to sew it. And wow, it makes us crazy. The point is that we're going to use and love that about 10,000 times the amount of time it took us to make it. And we actually forget it. Actually, it almost becomes a point of pride. Yeah, it took me 4 hours to hand sew that. Yeah, right? So worth it. Some of this is tedious. Takes a lot of time, but once it's done, it is so worth it. It really is. Christopher Barnes, hello. Jan Nagel, Jan. Oh, you're the last comment on the fan page section. Oh, and if anybody's looking at the fan page, we all know why. Jan, I'm so sorry. Well, we're gonna come around to that. Let's see, Dagesh Davut. I hope you're doing good. I Can't remember exactly, or that might not be on the comments. I know, there's so much to say, and I feel like I have so little time to say it. We don't. That's the problem. We don't have too little time. Got as much as we want. But anyway, I hope you're back with us this week. I'm honored that you would join us. Rocco 1204. I'm new to leather working, and I love your show. Rocco, thank you for that comment. Makes my day. But I hope you're having a great time with the leather. I really hope you're making some beautiful stuff. Jose Camarena, hello from Rialto, California. Jose, I hope you're back with us this week. Okay, here's what I will be starting a Miami Dolphins logo. Now it says 3 foot by 3 foot. That's impressive. Now sometimes I miss my inch and foot. I get them reversed. No, either way, that's going to be beautiful. Going to be some gorgeous colors. That's going to be very cool. You got to put that on the fan page. But at the same time, Jose, glad you're with us. Very much so. Lori Moore, Collinsville, Oklahoma. Lori, glad to have you with us. Mimi Handmade, hello from the Middle East. Mimi, I'm honored. I'm honored that you would spend this time with us. All right, let's see if I can not get caught up over here. Yeah, Bob Haney. Okay, cool. Sam Lee, doing well, I hope. Polly Edwards, Waynesville, North Carolina. Me and my folks, my wife and my folks, we do the now I'm drawing a total blank. This is happening a lot lately. Anyway, there's a big festival in Waynesville, North Carolina. It's typically about the second weekend in December. We all four go together and stay for the weekend and do some Christmas shopping. They shut down Main Street. It's like Norman Rockwell. It's love Waynesville. I'm glad you're with us. Very cool. Let's see. Okay, ready to start shooting. Just finished a belt today, and it was awesome. There we go. That thumb's okay. If I did that, it would hurt. Anyway, that's very cool. Susan M, beautiful here in Rumney, New Hampshire. High in the 80s. Very nice. It's hot here this week. Yeah, summer has landed, and I'm happy. T-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. That's my native costume. But very cool. John Mance. Hello from Oklahoma. John, hello right back to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. James Stu. You are very welcome. James, bless your heart. Thank you. I think I didn't aim for the teacher thing, and I'm not even sure. I think I might have fallen into that, teaching a lot of classes and demos and whatnot. And I hope that's the case. Going to be doing a class in Waco. And we'll talk about that here very shortly. Let's see. Ben Cartwright. Ben, that's an age-old question. Please ask. Please ask, because you're going to get some great answers. What do you use to seal leather to give it some water protection? Like for a koozie. Absolutely. It's a tough call. I like the leather balm. I would do inside and out. Here's the problem. Leather is porous. It's porous. We've got stitch holes. We've got edges. We might have size holes. Water's going to get in and it's going to stain. It's almost impossible to keep it out. I like leather balm, front, edges, and back. To me, that's going to do it. We can only do as much as we can do. And I know I say that a lot, but it's true. It really is. We can only seal as far as we can. So, Ben, I'm sorry to say, we're with a koozie, drink sweat. It is what it is. We spill them. Ben, try the leather balm front, back, and edges. Good heavy coat. Say on the back, maybe 2 coats on the back. Ben, see if that helps. But anybody wants to pitch in their 2 cents, please do. It's a great place to do it. Help Ben out. Let's see. Robert Delisle, Money Belt. It's so funny. That's one of those projects. It's just one of those I never think about. But I think you've mentioned that in the past, maybe a week or 2 or 3 back. That's on our list. And I'm still trying to, I got to finish this barbershop. This is like a 3-day video, and it's now stretched out to like a week and a half. Out 2 days for Houston. And yeah, so once I get this finished, okay, what's next? Really want to do some saddlebags. But also we're on the way with the armor. We're already talking patterns, dividing patterns up, and accompanying videos. And so we're on that. We're on that. We're going to be working hard on that. I can't wait to do that. That's going to be fun. So Robert, yeah, keep putting it in there. It's like my wife. She's got to keep reminding me of things. If I write it down, I'll lose the list. Anyway, okay. Oh, Caleb, I'm late for the first time in half a year. We're here, man. We're here for you. Y'all join us when you can. It looks like, the average watch time is like 5 or 6 minutes or something like that. Probably a lot of folks at work. Have to jump in, say hello, view for a minute, but then probably, got to get back to this working thing. Paycheck's a good thing. But y'all jump in anytime you want to. All right. Let's see. Dermot Cox Kearns. Greetings from Wicklow, Ireland. I'm honored. Ireland is in the house. Very cool. Oh, Dibison. Oh, I have with our hellos from last week. I try to get new folks, names I haven't seen, or just fun comments. But I'm glad you're with us. I really am walking into a great group of folks and a great craft. So, okay, let's jump over here. All right, so from the fan page, Steve Loveless, Bowie Sheath. Now, I believe Steve mentioned this was his first Sheath or first major project, but it looks good. Good stitch line, good color, and it looks like a good fit. Steve, good work on that one. I believe this is pronounced Millie Canold, or Mill Canold. Please forgive me if I mispronounce that. The cow skull keychain. Now, he's got several projects up there. I hate to say I'm not sure. I hope I'm not insulting. Great projects up there. The little cow skull keychain, that is cool. Take a look at that one. Kara here. Beautiful work with gorgeous colors. You are new to leatherwork. Kara is new with us, doing some beautiful work. Yeah, look at her. Gorgeous dye colors. Kara, very nice. Very nice. Okay, Christopher Lee's got a visor. No pattern. Nailed it. The visor looks good. James Seckington. James, I don't know if James is with us because he's got a day job like all of us, or most of us, but he's working on a floral design bowl, and it's coming together very well. Looking good. Thomas Ortega. Oh, Thomas. Card holder design. Doing some tooling, and it is a gorgeous design. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay, and last, Jan. Oh. Yeah, Jan dropped a knife, or I wouldn't say dropped. I don't want to fall it out of a sheath. It happens. I am so sorry. And it just makes us all cringe. Bless your heart. I hope it's not as serious as it looks. In my prayers, and I'll keep my fingers crossed there, Jan. Let's see. Where are we over here? Oh, did somebody say franchise? Yeah. Chris West. Chris, can we get another briefcase style bag video? Absolutely. I would love to do another one. So many possibilities. And a briefcase is something we can use. I mean, like today. I tell you what, mine's getting a little rough. I think I probably showed it in the video. Time to make a new one. Oh no, I have to make another briefcase? Oh darn, right? Yeah. So yes on that one. Chris, thanks for bringing that one up. I'm laughing. Other than when I dye the tips of my fingers, yeah, and mine is. And I don't know how this happens. We get, we've got gloves on. We're doing great. Everything's good. We get a pinhole, and I mean that glove just fills up with dye, and your finger soaks in it because the dye's it's wet, and so therefore it's cold, right? Well, you don't know that dye is inside the glove because it feels the same. Man, just it is what it is. Deglazer helps, but fingernails, yeah, it's going to take some days. Will Halls, bless your heart for saying that. Thank you for that, y'all. I hope this is fun and interesting. I hope so. Chris Gould, sewing a 1911 holster together. Chris, put a pic of that up. I bet it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, okay. Rusty Bayonet, thank you. There's some help there. Bear grease or mink oil will help waterproof. Good one. Good one. I need to jump back to the mink oil. Used it growing up, in Boy Scouts, I think, because our boots, I need to jump back over to some of the mink oil. Uh, Brandon Schultz, Chuck, I'm having a lot of trouble using an awl and needle. I'm typically really bad about getting the gist of the question. Um, I think, Brandon, are you talking about the Speedy Stitcher? It's the old school. It's got the handle, the spool, the needle. Those are a nightmare. If that's the route you're going, those are a nightmare. Like saddle folks, they got to use them. No other way, and they work. They do a lock stitch. Brandon, I think if you haven't jumped over to the chisels, the sun's going to come out, angels are going to sing. Yeah. If it's something beyond that, Brandon, put in a little more detail there. Let's see if we can help you out. Wayne Painter, have time to stop and say hello today. Wayne, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Yeah, some of these are a little bit longer. It takes me a minute. It's just the dead air. That's my my education is in broadcasting, and dead air is the sin. Dead air or black screen. That is the sin in broadcasting. So I just feel a little bad reading the longer questions, but I need to. Don Lapham, making a top hat for my son, green crown with black brim. Ooh, we'll put the black steampunk goggles on it. Oh, man, that's going to be beautiful. You got to do a pic of that one on the fan page. I'm so glad we have the fan page. So glad. Caleb Craftfail helping me out here. Was basket weave stamping a Bible cover. Great project. Great project. Last commission for a while. The leather stretched in one quarter beyond repair. Have to start over. Man. Yeah, Caleb, probably what Caleb is talking about is when we stamp our tool, the leather stretches and it's forced out. Some folks will put like packing tape on the back of the leather to hold it there, and it will. Or I've heard of like 3M adhesive and like cardboard or probably not cardboard, a poster board. Yeah, that'll help. I've strayed from those simply because the back of the leather, if I'm not lining it, I don't want adhesive there, or who knows what's going to be on there. What the tape may leave, probably not. Anyway, one of my heroes does it. He'll tool, he'll overcut, tool, and then trim to size. And that's what I like to do. That seems to be that seems to be the easiest for me. Yeah, it seems to be the easiest. But Caleb, it's an issue, isn't it? Yeah, man. Not the first, not the last. Let's see. Josh, finished my first backpack this weekend. Lesson to learn number 2 is in the works. There you go. I hope one came out great. I hope, the first version came out great. But there's so much. Josh is saying so much in that. I learned a lot, but I'm excited to get to the next one, to take what I learned there and jump to the next one. That's so critical. And it sometimes it's almost like that's just second nature. When you kind of get a little bit of a start in leathercraft, it feels like that just to me is like a little second nature in the back of my mind. We know we're going to do another one. So, let's get on it. Let's learn. And let's already start thinking about designs that I'm going to add to the next one. And it's like the feather belt. We've seen it. I want to make like 15 of these because I want to see how all the dye colors mix with all the suede colors. And I mean, the suede's just the beginning. So maybe I need to make like 600 of these just so I can see all the combinations. But anyway, so yeah, part of it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, James Stew. James, glad you're with us. A blacksmith from Germany, and I always struggle with knife leather sheaths, but you, sir, teach me how to work with leather. I can't thank you enough, Rob. James, bless your heart for pitching that one out there. It is literally my pleasure, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, blacksmith and leather, it's kind of like wood and leather. I mean, they go together like salt and pepper. Absolutely. And let's see, Nimrod Diaries. Okay, gotta love that to begin with. Let's see, made my 5-year-old his first wallet coin pouch. He was totally geeked, as was I. Have a great week, all. That's very cool. Very cool. Nice. Fun to hear that. Um, I love to hear when folks are working on projects, and like with their grandfather or their kids or dad, or it's a place to connect. And those seem to be they seem to be less and less to me. Maybe just me. Seem to be harder to find. But what a great place to connect. A wholesome, great, fun hobby. And look at the stuff. I mean, we could make anything. We could just about make anything. Um, Susan M. New Hampshire, the ticks. Oh man, Georgia's the same way. Uh, we went camping one time down in middle Georgia, and I'm not kidding. You could hear the ticks dropping on the tarp in the tent. We knew that because we kept saying, "What is that?" Ticks everywhere. I hate those things. Um, James Seckington. James, glad you're with us. What's a good sewing machine that won't break the bank? A used machine. Absolutely. But James, too, um, more specifically, what weight are you looking at? Are you looking at more like an upholstery weight? Upholstery up to say midweight, Weaver 303. Can't beat it. Love it. Um, but also, budget. Budget is an issue. We don't really think profit. This machine isn't going to create a profit stream. Um, Look for used machines. Southeast Sewing is a great place. I got my old console there. Uh, so see if that helps. James, see if that helps. Um, let's see. Okay, Bridget. Oh, Mr. Pilot 737. Thank you for pitching that out there. I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to be a pilot. And I just don't think my math skills were there. Aviation, I don't think so. And with my best friend, Buddy, we were playing backgammon. And we talked about this. We both wanted to be military pilots. It just wasn't in the cards. Anyway, we're playing, and I'm having trouble with some math. I'm having trouble adding something up, right? Which is totally embarrassing. And he said, "I think we're all glad you're not a pilot." Oh, thanks, buddy. I can always rely on you for some good self-validation. So, coming up short. No, but yeah. My dad was a fighter pilot, Marine Corps. So anyway, I'm glad you're with us. Glad you're with us. Roland Bonnet, Chuck, you need to slow down. Take a deep breath. You're exactly right. I get, because there's so much to talk about. We haven't even gotten over here yet. We haven't. So good. I could just go from this. So many comments. Yeah, I went through them this morning. Y'all, thank you. There's so many here. Look, ready to start shooting Cobra 4 there. Vanessa Kitty, retired USAF. Very cool. Very nice. Thank you for serving for us. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay, Frank. So glad to have met you at the last Weaver auction. Been doing leather since 1971. Spent the entire pandemic learning floral carving. Frank, I'll tell you what, that's putting your time to good use. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, Ruth Greenwood. I'm new to leathercraft. Ruth, I know. That's the rudest thing you can do is mess up somebody's name. Ruth, I'm so glad you're with us. I'm so glad you joined us. Glad you're getting into leather. I hope you have a great time with it. Lisa Walters, bless your heart. Y'all, I feel the same way about y'all. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna break off. We're gonna jump over because I got some stuff from last week. A couple of questions didn't get answered. Um, okay, Darlene. Darlene Hayward. I'm able to get a lot of upholstery leather from the furniture company I work at. How convenient is that? Um, is there a way to stiffen it a little more because I want to use as traveler's notebook covers. Yeah, line it. Ruth, just line your leather. And you can line it with the same leather. That's going to help a little bit, give it a little bit of body. But if it's a pretty supple chrome, drop in some veg behind that. And you can go, there's veg weights from I think 1 to 2. I think our kip skin is 1 to 2. And this all the way up to at least right here is 13 to 15 ounce. One of my suits of armor is 20 to 24 ounce, and I've got a piece over there that's a 37 ounce. So you've got a wide array of weights, so you can really fine tune um, how stiff you want that simply by dropping in another leather behind it. See if that helps, and it's super easy to do. We've got some good videos on that. Um, Lee Ross, I have cheap tools at the moment, but when I improve, but let's see, but when I improve my, uh, okay, but when I improve, my tools will improve. As a prize for doing better. LOL. That's exactly right. Yeah, you'll work your way into some better tools, but the inexpensive tools will get you started. Absolutely. I've still got some that I've probably had one of the first tools I bought. I know I've got a couple of those. I still use them. They work for me somewhere. They absolutely do. So, yeah, hold on to those cheap tools, but use those to learn. Then you appreciate the more quality tools, and we talked about that last week. Akbeng Gayen. My first project was a holder for a mini whetstone. That is a great starter project because we all have knives. We all have knives. Um, okay, Josiah Troy. Josiah, I really want to apologize on this. Bless his heart. He dropped this in 4 or 5 times last week. I think I saw an answer or two, but Josiah, when stamping and scotching, which one will you recommend to use on sheep leather? So Josiah, I'm a little confused on that. We need to know, is that like you have like a veg tan that is simply sheep, or is it a chrome? Um, it sounds like you're trying to do some stamping, but the scotching, I'm not sure on that one. I'm not familiar with that term. So if somebody sees Josiah, chime in. Y'all help out or alert me to that. I don't know why. Yeah. Um, but Josiah, let's see if we can get you some help there. Okay, Kevin Wayne Scott. Kevin, I can't answer you on this one. How's the best way to do away? Yeah, with fuzzy backside of leather. It's just a lower grade tannage. Um, it can be a problem. Okay, let's address the back, the fuzzy back. There's really nothing you can do, and I've tried. I've tried. You can cut it off, but it's like it makes it worse. Sanding makes it worse. Pulling it off makes it worse. Skiving seems to make it worse. You usually see these like in the armpits, I think, if that's what we're calling them, where that leather's a little bit soft. Jump up to a higher quality leather. You'll never deal with that. I mean, literally, like, now these have been tooled, but look at the backside of the Weaver Select. Yeah, not fuzzy at all. In fact, I could probably go through every piece of leather in my shop, and I've got a lot of leather in here. I bet I would struggle to find a piece that's fuzzy. Yeah, just a little higher quality, but do work with what you've got. Absolutely work with what you've got. Um, oh, okay, yeah, y'all got something going there with Harbor Freight. I've yet to go into Harbor Freight, and everybody said you got to go, you got to go. I've yet to go in one. Northern Tool. I'm a big fan of Northern Tool. I'll get there. I see them. There's one close to us. Anyway, okay, so back over here. Um, let's see. Okay, We Todd, 1980. Please explain the reason for and process for tapering a belt. Yeah, okay, got a video out. The third part in the series comes out this Friday. I think tapering was in part 2. I'm pretty sure it was in part 2. The only point of tapering is to drop the width of a strap, typically for hardware. So like, you got like a 2 inch, like a 2 inch strap, and you need to drop that down to a 1.5. You can taper that, like say for your O-ring or a buckle, D, or a square. It's simply tapering a strap down to meet some hardware. Or maybe if that's got to slide in, like say on a like a pouch flap. We've got a wider strap because we've got some decor, but we need to taper that down so that'll fit through a strap. That's all it is. We're just making a larger strap smaller for either hardware or for some particular reason. But again, great question on that one. Great question. Oh, Tony Holiday. All right, Tony Holiday. I'd mentioned that I had a picture, and I don't know if this is real or not. It absolutely could be. But it's just a picture of a lot of Old West heroes. And see if that, I'm sure you can find that online. The Gathering, most unique picture. I mean, it's got like Wyatt Earp, Teddy Roosevelt, Doc Holliday, Morgan Earp, Butch Cassidy, Sundance, Harry Longabaugh, Bat Masterson, Judge Roy Bean, and it says it's Hunters Hot Springs, Montana, 1883. Well, that was the prime period there, and that was big hunting. So, hunting lodge, I assume. Yeah, 1883. So anyway, see if you can find that one. But yeah, Tony, same thing. I'm a big fan of Doc and Wyatt. Oh, Sam Lee. Okay, moving house soon. Guess who finally gets to design their own workshop? Yeah, Sam immediately made me think of who's got two thumbs in a workshop? This guy. That's right. I hope you have a great time setting up your shop. Okay, Michael Bird. Okay, Michael's having some trouble. Y'all, everybody pitch in here. I wanted to write this one down. Shout out from Minnesota, Birdman. Any tips on how to cut straight? And I feel bad. Let's see. I can't even cut patterns. I purchased corkback straight edges. I'm beginning to think I'm just not coordinated enough. No, you're fine. You'll cross that line. What I would say is we sell non-slip tape, and you see this like on hospital steps and federal building steps. It's simply tape that's got some grip to it. But like on my straight edges, I've actually got a strip down the middle. The trick here is go right to your edge, because now you're pinning your leather between your straight edge and your cutting surface. And if you use a new blade, like a box knife. Now, I used a box knife and I love it. I've been using this since day one. A lot of pluses here. I love that it's retractable. I've actually gotten into the habit of every time I go to set that down, I crank it in. Now I don't have an open knife blade on my table because I've had some round knives bite me. I've had several. Anyway, it's just when you hold it, it just seems a more natural position. We've all used a box knife. We've all used one. So it's almost comfortable to us. New blade, but also, I don't know what weight you're going with, but like if you're up to the 13 to 15 ounce, this is going to take me maybe four passes. The trick is I'm not struggling. I'm not pushing. I do this. Sometimes I try to cut all the leather at once, and we don't have to. We can make multiple cuts, because if we make our first cut, typically our blade is just a little bit higher. But if we make that second cut, bring that blade down, bring that blade angle down, it's literally going to follow the same cut you made. The trick is to keep that knife at the same angle. So therefore, we're not making cuts. We get little fuzz on there. I don't even have a good name for those. Anyway, but just go easy, new blade, good straight edge. I think you're going to nail it. And once you do, you'll have it. You'll be on your way. But Michael, don't beat yourself up on that one. It's a legitimate issue for a lot of us. Okay, David Haggins, Hot Springs, Arkansas. David, hope you're doing well. Okay, that harp guy, because we talked about this, and I've mentioned it several times. We want to put everything we know on every project, and I do. The problem is our projects look like a yard sale or a garage sale, right? Well, if that's your thing, absolutely go as far as you want. One of the great things about leather. But let's see, that harp guy, so many ideas, so many styles, So tempted to make every project a garage sale project. I absolutely agree. That's funny, but it's true. It's absolutely true. Um, yeah, okay, Tony Holiday, designing my first bag is going to be one for my daughter in the shape of a manta ray. How creative is that? You gotta put a pic up of that. I can sort of picture it, but I'm not seeing it from your end. So yeah, Tony, drop that one up on the fan page. Um, okay, Sherper 2010, great idea here. Working on a leather treat pouch for dog training. That's a very good project. Again, one of those just kind of out of nowhere. Okay, so here's one from the boss. Okay, on the cloak video, we've got a question. I think they're asking about, what do you need? And at the okay, at the end of all the videos, I do a 10-second where the lights come down in the studio or the set, my shop, really. So therefore there'll be links there. That's going to tell you what leathers. I believe there's a link there to just about everything, but also we've got I drop in insets. With every product I'm using, I'm trying to get every project because when I'm putting these in, I just start watching the video, thinking, oh, this is great. Sorry about that. I start watching the video, and it's like 2, 3, 4 minutes. Like, oh, wait a minute, I got to back up. But yeah, right. So look towards the end of the video. You should have a link there for everything we use. Let's see. Okay. Oh man, Billy Blaze, I'm looking to build a medium-sized rear cargo rack bag for my Heritage Softail. Oh man. Okay, you got to put a pic of the bag and the Softail up on the fan page. Very cool. Okay, Rick, working on a leather flat cap for my dad, a Viking belt for my friend's costume, and some fantasy bracers. Rick, you got it going on, and I hope they're going to be beautiful. So okay, I know I 2 pages of these. In fact, actually only about half a page left. So I'll run through these and then I'll jump back over here. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. All right, let me get here. Dean Grieger, I believe. The fan page humbles me. I actually have that exact same feeling. There's such beautiful work up there. I look at my stuff and I think, is it worthy? I really do. And I keep saying I'm going to put more pics up on the fan page. I don't have any personal projects finished. I'm working on one, so I'll get that up there. I'm a little behind on everything. So, we met, right? We met, so not a surprise. Okay, I want to get this one, Rare Breed, because I mentioned this. Chuck, a few months ago, you had mentioned a book that had pictures of all kinds of armor and accessories. I cannot remember the title. I was wondering if okay, because coolest book, and I'm not even sure where I got this because I've had it 40 years. I mean, I think it's well out of print, but let's see if we can help. Okay, this is it. Medieval costume, armor, and weapons. Okay, we'll come back to this. This is cool. Okay, I've got just a couple of pages bookmarked. Okay, this is how detailed. All right, so these are pieces and parts from tapestries and paintings, so they're historically accurate. Right there, spurs. I've actually got a pair of spurs, long spurs. I'm holding the book. So anyway, very period. They're 7 inches long, I think, but very period. Let's see. Okay, horse bits, stirrups. And I mean, not just one. Let's see. We're not going to go through the whole thing. I was just going to give you an idea of this book because this is cool for our period, folks. Weapons and detail. And look at that, crossbows and everything that goes with a crossbow, how they were made. All right, we'll do just 1 or 2 more. All manner of clothing. And when they've got armor, they break it down. So we've got sabatons, chouse, greaves, cuirass, shield designs, helm designs. Okay, anyway, let's jump back over here. I love this book. My armor, basic armor, came from this, or at least the design did. My armor is based on a 12th century German suit. I like the earlier suits because they're They're not so extravagant. I mean, there's one like a parade armor for Henry VIII. It's even got glasses on the helm. It's a trip. Yeah, it really kind of bizarre. Kind of bizarre. Anyway, okay, so let's see. This is um designed and printed by uh Artia ARTIA for Andrew Dakers, DAKERS, Springhouse, Spring Place, London, NW5. Printed in Czechoslovakia. Let me tell you, they did a fine job in Czechoslovakia. That is a great book. It is so far out of print. In fact, this either came from a garage sale or a used bookstore. I honestly can't remember. I've had it so long. So anyway, I hope that a rare breed. I hope you can find one. I hope you can find one. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Tila Cooper Lovell. Okay, I just wanted to toss this one in there. The Ohio facility, Weaver is cool. I happened on it by accident one day and stopped in. They gave me a tour of the leather stacks and explained all types of things. Weaver is a great place with great people. I fully agree. I almost feel the worst for not working at Weaver. I work remote. I kind of, I work from home, which is great. A lot of problems with working from home that we don't think about when we're in our cubicle thinking, man, I wish I could work from home. It comes with its own set of problems. So I almost wish I were there. I should be there. Once the retail store opens, I should be there. Who knows what's in the future? Who knows? I don't because Weaver, and this is how Weaver is. My folks are much older. I'm an only child. Most of our family has spread out across the U.S. As is the case, we're a mobile society. We go where the work is, which is nothing new for humankind. We've always done that. But they said, you know what? Stay with your folks. Stay close to your folks. We'll make it work. And they have. They absolutely have. So I'm lucky enough to be able to stay here in Atlanta, I'm not close to my folks. Yes, I'm 45 miles away, but in Atlanta, that's a 2-hour drive. So anyway, I think that's pronounced Tila. I hope so, but she's absolutely right. Okay, this one is just funny. I had to bring this one up. Christopher Gould. This is Arctic Arsenal replying to Christopher Gould talking about cheap stamps. I live near Georgian Bay, and these cheap stamps almost went for a swim. I bet that. Oh, man. I'm with you. Okay, so that's it. I hope that doesn't take up too much time. So anyway, oh, man, there's some great. Okay, great. Y'all are helping out here. I'm not going to jump in. Sounds like we're talking about wallet weights of leather. Yeah, Robert Duvall, not big on the carving and stamping. I just loved creating the project. I'm the same. I love both of them. I absolutely do. The tooling and stamping to me is just very therapeutic. But I just love designing the project, sitting down and thinking about the die color, the hardware colors, the designs. Very cool. Lisa Walters, you actually said my last name right. Bless your heart for saying that. I struggle with names. I struggle, and that to me is the rudest thing you can do. Connie Darling. Hi, right back to you, Connie. I usually only get to see the replay. It's work. I know we struggle with when to do this. We kind of didn't consider the world. It just wasn't in our thoughts. It's worldwide. Obviously, it would be. It just never. We just didn't know what the best time of day. And it's almost for the U.S. Maybe if we did this like at 9 at night, we might be able. More people would be able to watch. And I think Weaver just doesn't want me to, to work that late into the evening. Bless their hearts. I would. I'd be happy to, because this is a blast. I almost think that would be better because it's not in my work day. So other things aren't, coming at me through the day while I try to plan this. I usually start. I mean, I hit the shop at 7:30ish, give or take, and it's usually about 9. But by the time I get through all the comments, and then there's so anyway. Anyway, we've talked about that, but for the folks that have to watch the replay, I'm sorry. It's we picked the three. We just don't know what's best on that one. Oh, Cameron Kennedy. So many crafts are ruined by masters with a chip on their shoulder. Um, Bless your heart, Cameron. I I know. When I was early in leather, there was a store or two I went to where the manager or whoever I was dealing with were, I don't know. I don't wish to use the word arrogant. They were just off-putting, and I saw that, and I guess I learned from that, So when I was running the store, I remembered that, and what an awful way to go. So Cameron, you really bring up a good point. You really do. Oh, that other guy scorching like with a wood burning tool. Oh, the pyrography. Yes, yes, indeed. I'm trying to look back to see where that. Oh, it's hard to. This is not top notch to begin with. Yeah, I wasn't standing on the X, right, where they, but trying to keep everything straight, it's a little hard to do. And y'all, excuse me if I seem a little bit. Oh, I am airheaded. Let's just go ahead and throw that out there. Right, we've met, right? Okay, so anyway, let's see. Al Wenzel, good question there, Chuck. How do you get wrinkles out of a 2 to 3 ounce leather? Al, I've never dealt with this. I've gotten some advice from somebody, and I trusted them, them in their opinion. An iron set on the lowest setting, which I think is wool. Now I've never tried this, so I'm tossing an opinion out there that might be best to experiment with that. Iron it with an iron at the lowest setting, no moisture. It's going to relax the fibers. I've heard that works, but I've never tried that. Al, if that works, let us know, because a lot of folks, I have that same problem with chromes. We don't have the space to roll these. I had a customer that I'm trying to remember. They made airline seats. And I remember I brought a sample of our leather down, and like most leather, I'd fold it maybe a foot and then fold it over and again, right? She laughed at me. She says the quality of leather we get when we buy it, it comes in a 7-foot tube rolled. There are no wrinkles in that leather. I don't know who that is that ships like that. The problem is we don't have that kind of space in our shop. Wow, wish I did. It's a common problem, Al. It really is. See if that helps. See if that helps, because beyond that, I really don't have a great answer. Yes, okay. Michael Petrie, I'm glad you're with us this week. Very cool. I know I'm mispronouncing your name. Please forgive me. English compounded by Southern, and that's a bad combination to begin with. Try not to be so Southern. And through the South, there are multiple Southerns. Like Savannah tends to talk a little bit faster, tends to end a lot of sentences on a high note. Where Charleston is a very refined Southern. Yeah. Tennessee got a little more of a twang to it. Mississippi, if you think of Elvis, Mississippi, that's almost spot on. It really is. The Florida Southern accent is, yo, how you doing? Yeah, right. Yeah, Florida. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so the Southern probably not helping. But also, too, if you've ever heard, bless your heart, I say it a lot. There's actually two meanings to bless your heart. The first, obviously, may God bless your heart. You're a sweet person. That, full. The other one is, you moron. You're right. Yeah. Oh, you fell off the porch again. Bless your heart. Right. So yeah, there's two ways. There's two meanings to that. Um, oh, Jerry. Let's see. Arbazuski. Jerry. I hope that's right. Thank you for backing me up on that. Yeah, not backing me up. It's good to get a comment from someone when I toss some out there. Somebody chimes in and says, "Yeah, that's good." Okay, gives me a little confidence. Maybe that's what I should say. But yeah, the non-slip tape, we sell it. We sell it. But also, I know the boss is going to go, Ace Hardware has it. And it's relatively inexpensive. You can buy it by the foot. But we sell it. Yeah. And in fact, our square, you can order it with or without the backing. Get the backing. Hands down, absolutely. You'll see. If you try it, you'll see. I don't know how I stumbled on that trick. Because, I mean, when you put a straight edge on leather, impossible to get a straight line because it's slick, right? Your ruler's slick, your leather's got probably slick. So when you cut, it fades. Oh, that used to make me crazy. I think I saw that. I may have saw it at the hardware store or on a tool or something, and something clicked. For me to have something click, it's kind of rare, So you can see how long I've remembered that something clicked. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, Connie Darling, when and where are they opening a retail store? We'd love to go. It's at our plant, Mount Hope, Ohio. Yeah, it's near Berlin. Let's see, 40 miles southwest of maybe Canton, that Canton area, Canton, Cleveland, somewhere right in there. Beautiful country. Yeah, we'll talk more about it once we get an opening date. The COVID thing's it's kind of put it off. I mean, we were talking about having it open like last September, and yeah, we didn't want to make a mess of it, with folks and all that. We're working on it, working hard on that. We've got the leather set up. It's getting there. It's getting close, and it's going to be beautiful. I think it's 4,000 feet. I'm forgetting all of this. Things are just leaving me. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Is it 4? It's after 4? Oh crap. I thought it was like 3:30. I was just thinking a minute ago, slow down. We've got plenty of time. It's my life. We can go as long as we want, can't we? Right. Okay, we will then. Let's see, Debison. Okay, yeah, the tape on the back. I like the idea, but I've never felt the need to actually do it myself. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can push down on that ruler, absolutely, and get a good cut. I use steel rulers, a short 15 centimeter, a normal 30 centimeter. Somebody ought to clean their glasses. And a meter long one. Never had it slip. Good. No, that's not luck, man. You can do that. Absolutely. Thank you for tossing that out there. It's not an absolute necessary, but it is a big help. It is a big help. Babette. Let's see. I cut a belt. Yep, crooked. Vanessa, your husband is from Georgia. Very good. Does he talk funny like the rest of us? Let's see. Chris Gould. Figure out the Scottish and Welsh language. Both are beautiful. I absolutely agree. I love the Scottish brogue. I love it. Scottish too. We're from Loch Lomond, Buchanan and Gibson. Yeah. So, let's see. Okay, Thurston. It's 10 p.m. in Germany. Glad it's not too late. Again, I've been to Germany, and that was 20-something years ago, and I'm still talking about the people and the food and the beer. I tried every kind of beer I could find. My favorite was the wheat beer, the white beer, Weiss beer. Oh man, it's what the monks used to drink when they were fasting because it's full of nutrients. Boy, is it good. It's got a good taste to it. And Schweinsachsen. Oh boy, pig knuckle. I tell you, that is the best thing I think I've ever eaten in my life. Still talking about it, right? And we're back to food. Okay. Let's see. I believe that's Lord Morier. I'm working on a belt pouch, and I'm using gel antique. How long do I have to wait to apply a sheen finisher? I don't think the antique. Now, try the Fibings antique. World of difference. If I change or not, you'll be surprised. I used to use the gel antique. Uh, when I worked with my previous employer, I actually quit using antiques because it didn't do what I thought it should. It never got there. When I joined Weaver and started using the Fibings, I want to put antique on everything. Got a little restraint, right? No, but I might give it a couple hours just to be safe. Just to be safe. Oh, Vanessa Kitty's got a big one here. Longest cut on this bag I've been designing is 28 inches long. The cuts must be square. You end up folding sides up and the end flaps fold down to make a tube. A double zipper in ends and length. Wow, nice. Yeah, that's also another trick, and you can also try this. Um, I we can use a square to measure, but like if I need to be exact, 1.5 inch exact. What I can do is I can make a mark in my leather with my edge, with my knife blade. It's little, but it's enough to see. Wow, can you get accurate with this? I struggle a little bit with the straight edges. Not really struggle. Just when I really have to have something exactly 1.5 inches, like a 36 or a 46-inch long, if it's got to be exact, I can mark it with my knife. I nail it every time. So see if that helps. See if that helps. Oh, night for today. Yeah, I lived in Stewart, Virginia for 2 years. Little bit different accent there. You're exactly right. Oh, Ricky Bird, Stuttgarter Hofbrau Christmas beer. Oh man. Oh man. I don't drink a lot, but the camp out, good cold beer, got it. Around the campfire, steak, Mexican food, after you mow the grass, spend a day in the heat, nothing like a good cold beer. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. All right. Okay. Let me jump because now that it's already well after 4, let's do this. All right. So in other news, all right. The Atlanta Ren Fair. Oh man. Okay. We're going to be on the 12th. I'm hoping I'm going to be there in a suit of armor because I took my 3 best suits to the museum. All right. We'll come back to that here in just a second. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. Blade show here in Atlanta. That's like a week and a half out. June 4th, 5th, and 6th. Okay, Waco. Doing a show in Waco. This is the Heart of Texas Leather Show, August 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's at the Waco Convention Center, 100 Washington Avenue. You can always go to the Leather Crafters and Saddlers Journal website. They've got everything. And they're the greatest. They're leathercraft. I mean, Cheryl and Ralph. They're the greatest people you've ever met. They put these shows on. Now I've got an email to Cheryl because on the website it's got group code HOT HOT in parentheses Heart of Texas, and that's a group reservation website. So I think you can get a discount on a room if you go and use that code. I'm just waiting. Let me see if I've got an email back from her. No, not yet. Not yet, but I'll have that. Anyway, that's still a little bit out. But also I'm teaching a class. We're going to talk about closures. I did this class in Sheridan 2 years ago. And the funny thing is I think Jim at Weaver said, what do you think about a class on closures? I'm like, oh, snooze fast. Right. What are we going to, blah, blah. Wrong. So I sat down and I started writing out types of closures. I think I had 24 on my list. So what we're going to do is in the class, we'll do I think we're doing 11 closures. We're going to start easy for the folks who are new, like a rivet, line 20s, 24s segment. But then we'll jump over to the swing class, the lock class, and then we're not going to actually do, but there's 5 or 6 more very creative closures that we're at least going to look at and discuss. At least, we can be done. It can be done. Take that ball and run with it. So anyway, thus far doing one class there, and we'll see if that fills up. but it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see. All right, so the museum. Here's the museum information. This is the huge, yeah, man. Right. Okay. Houston Center for Contemporary Craft. The exhibition is called Suited Up: Contemporary Armor Making in Texas. That's going to be June 5th through September 11th. That's on Main Street, downtown Houston, kind of right there in the museum district. I've got 3 suits out there. The one I typically wear, the filigree cut one, and then one that technically belongs to Weaver because I did that for a show. Now check their website though, because the COVID thing is still a little bit there. I think they've got a few restrictions. They check the website. Yeah, check their website, Houston Center for Contemporary Craft. They'll have everything. They'll have everything. Great folks. Great folks. Nice facility. They're a nonprofit. I'm 99% sure. So yeah, if you love it, contribute a little bit. Yeah. So let's see, Dragon Con doing hosting a panel there. We'll have more info as that gets a little bit closer. This Friday, Belt Tips 3, last one in that series, is on its way. Working on the decorative barber strap. If I ever finish it, man, so many delays on that. But I'll get back. I'll have that one ready. That's going to be next Friday. Excuse me again. All right, let's see notes from the boss. Here we are. All right, we have 15% off all in-stock hardware with promo code hardware. Hardware. Yeah, just the word hardware. And we want to wish everyone here in the U.S., we've got Memorial Day coming up this weekend. So we're going to, 3-day weekend. Yeah, great holiday for us. So let's see. Just wishing everyone, friends and family, a great, safe, happy, fun Memorial Day weekend. All right, last one. I'm going to jump over to this. We're running long here. Donna Ford, show how to make shorts and a halter top. Wow, again, I kind of never, great one there. Okay. Let's see. Since we're talking about closures, I'm going to do a class on closures. Product of the week. These are our locks fasteners. I love these. Very cool. Super high quality. But there's a trick. Okay. They will work on 4 to 5 ounce. Absolutely. These require a 3/8 of an inch hole. Now, that's kind of an odd size. It's a little bit larger tool for us. The point I'm getting at here is much like a Chicago screw. Like with this is a 1/2 inch screw. I think that's the longest we've got. There's some aluminum out there that go further, 1.5 inch, but they're aluminum, even the screw. So on those are cool, but I wouldn't use that. Anyway, the point is this is for a 1/2 inch. That's a 1/2 inch screw. Okay, right here, this is 13 to 15 ounce saddle skirting. So right there alone, that's a 1/2 inch. So the point is that really with this length of screw that comes with it, I can actually go out safely to about 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, about 3/4 of an inch, and it's still going to hold. It's still going to have some strength. The point I'm getting at here is that yes, we can add a 3/8 of an inch hole, and that's going to drop right in there on a 4 to 5. But if we go to an 8 to 9 ounce, it's going to confuse us. It's going to look like an issue. It isn't, because if we use much like our screw, we've got a collar on these. Now, I hope I'm not making this confusing because it kind of feels like I am. The point is there's a collar on our backside. These screw together, both the front and the back, and I've got a sample there. But if we punch a little bit larger hole, like say 1/2 inch, then that's going to work on a heavier weight leather. I might say up to maybe 10 ounce, because that collar needs room in that hole to sink in as well. So therefore, it'll absolutely work on a heavier weight. We just got to punch a little bit larger hole. Okay, on that point, if we don't have a 1/2 inch punch, probably many of us don't, because it's kind of an obscure size. It's a big round, you could always use a smaller round hole and just punch a series, because these are very high quality. And the reason I say that, Let me see if I can find the front side. Yeah, this doesn't have one tooth or two teeth. This is teeth every 16th of an inch all the way around. The point there is when we put it in a larger hole, like a half-inch hole, it's going to feel like it wants to swim around. No, tighten that baby down. It's going to bite in there and it's never going anywhere. We've got a little tool, and I'm getting around to a sample here. I probably should have showed you that first if you're not familiar with these. Anyway, so it's a closure. Whenever I put these on something that I give to someone, they always try to pull that off. It doesn't work. What you have to do is separate. Yeah, these are nice. But also when it goes back on, you hear that click. It is solid and sturdy. So anyway, I love these. 4 finishes. So we've got antique copper, antique brass. Look at that good, solid black and a beautiful polished chrome. Okay, back to where I was, because everybody's probably scratching their head and Chuck's on a rant. We'll come back, go get some coffee and come back. It'll be bad. Anyway, you've got a little tool here because your back piece screws on. There we go. Well, it's got 2 little holes in it. So you can drop this little key. Now, you've got to buy this separately. Very inexpensive. And I would say buy 2, because if you're anything like me, I'm going to lose one immediately. So I've got a backup. By the time I find the one I've lost this one. So it kind of works in my favor. Anyway, for the front side, you have to tighten this from the front. Cool part is, this tool is made to go over that little post. And I'll tell you what, when you screw this down, you feel it. It's in there forever. That's a great closure. Anyway, so the locks fastener. Love them. Product of the week. Okay, so we have covered everything. And it's 4:16. Y'all, I'm just watching these fly by. So I am so sorry I miss every one of these. Babette, we understand you, Chuck. Bless your heart. Thank you for that. It's a train wreck sometimes. Anyway, Thony Berenson. Is it pronounced Tony? I'm sorry. I hope. Nonetheless, thank you for y'all. Great comments. Night for today. I learned to say I don't speak Spanish in French. That's. Oh, let's see, Josh. Okay, that's funny. I cannot seem to get away from a 3/8 inch diameter hardware. I just ordered 3/8 inch grommets and a matching punch. Good to know the lock's closure. Oh, good. Yeah, there's some help. Yay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, Chris. School of Locksmen looking for those. Y'all, okay, well, let's wrap it up. I almost want to say I feel like I've taken up enough of your time, but I hope it's worth it. I hope every minute's worth it. And if you can just jump in, for a couple minutes here and there and say hello, you're part of the family. Absolutely part of the family, y'all. It's a pleasure to spend this time with you. Also, I've gotten like 1% of the comments today. And if there's good questions here, I've absolutely missed them. Y'all, if you got something like Josiah that I didn't see it or you didn't get a good answer, I'll leave this open. I'll leave the comments open for a little bit after we shut down. So put it in there, because I'll always make sure, now that when I do comments, I don't think I actually go there first, but I always make sure I get there and watch for those. Watch for something I may have missed or questions. And usually, too, a lot of times when somebody calls me and says, I've got a question that I can't answer, feel free to call me anytime that I can be of no help whatsoever. Right. So, but anyway, if you got a question, you can drop it in there. I know I feel anyway, drop it in there. I won't be able to get to it this week, but that also gives me a little chance to research it or practice it or figure it out. So next week I've got a solid answer, or I've got some solid information for you. That's what I'm hoping for. So, okay. Well, all right. Good luck with your project. Absolutely. I just can't leave it with that. Everybody's been a pleasure to spend this time with you. I'll look forward to next week, 3:00 Wednesday. Again, y'all, God bless everyone. Prayers with everyone. You make this what it is, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, y'all. It's a pleasure to spend the time with you. God bless. Good luck. We'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.